Margaritaville.
Call it barbecue diplomacy. A kid born and raised here in the Low Country with a front row seat to many of the most important issues to affect the United States, from Brazil to Bogota and Afghanistan, from Mexico to Mozambique and Angola. Ambassador James Jimmy Story has pretty much seen it all, but does not like what he's seeing right now in Venezuela.
It's not all cocktail parties and soirees.
Retired Ambassador Jimmy Story reflecting on his 27 years in the Foreign Service. Born and raised in Moncks Corner, went to Berkeley High School, a graduate of the University of South Carolina. He was in Costa Rica on a fellowship when he heard from his mother back home.
And I got a letter from my mother for my 23rd birthday saying, "Enjoy your year abroad. No one will pay for you to travel ever again." I'm like, challenge accepted.
A career senior Foreign Service officer, he has served around the globe, the recipient of several State Department and interagency awards, brought a different kind of perspective to the job.
Being from South Carolina, we brought a different type of piece of the culture to the Foreign Service. It was, back in the day, they called it Male, Pale, and Yale. Obviously, well, I got two of those, I guess, but I went to University of South Carolina. Not a lot of South Carolinians in the Foreign Service. It used to be a Northeastern thing. I think it's really important to show that the United States is a big place and we're very diverse.
Much of our one-on-one conversation this day revolving around Venezuela. Not much love for the current leadership.
It's a criminal organization masquerading as a government, without a doubt.
Story served as the U.S. ambassador to Venezuela from 2018 to 2023, expelled after U.S. diplomatic operations ended due to security concerns. He says the list of crimes committed by that country's president, Nicolas Maduro, is long, and it directly affects the United States.
They're in bed with our strategic competitors. They've allowed space for organizations such as the FARC and the ELN. These are Marxist rebel groups from Colombia. They're operating within Venezuela. They're running drugs out of Venezuela, of course, but they're also allowing Hezbollah from Iran to operate within Venezuela. They've created a destabilizing platform for the hemisphere.
So what's being done about it? Plenty. A massive buildup of our Navy in the region, drug boats being blown up. Story says there's no democracy in Venezuela, but there is a chance to restore it. A decision that needs to be made by President Trump.
I think the president is going to have to make some decision to take some type of action because of the amount of resources he's put into the region. It's unprecedented to have over 10% of the U.S. Navy, including our most powerful aircraft carrier, the Gerald Ford, in the region, merely to go after small fishing vessels loaded with cocaine. Those resources are there for a bigger end game. We'll see what he does, right? We're uncertain, but nobody knows. I'm retired. But I'll say that, he has every option at his disposal. I believe he's going to have to take some kind of action within the next 30 days.
Story is concerned about the way the U.S. is going after these drug boats, saying it could create a situation where we are blind in the region.
If bombing these boats removes from us the ability to do DNA analysis of the drugs to find out where the drugs are coming from, to find out, to look at the pocket litter, to get the intelligence, to talk to and interrogate the human beings involved in order to build cases and judicialize the case to go after the larger organization, then it's a net negative. And if it also undermines our relationships across the hemisphere, other countries that we have to work with in order to go after transnational organized crime, then it's again a net negative.
Numbers have at least 9 million people fleeing Venezuela, and that's something Story says affects everyone.
25% of the population to leave the country has had a massive impact across the hemisphere. So I think it does matter to us what happens in this hemisphere. It has a direct impact on the United States of America, and we should be paying attention to what's happening in our near abroad.
Very interesting conversation there. Story recently spoke at the World Affairs Council of Charleston. 27 years of service. Once again, happy to call the Low Country home, back here with his wife and family. Please email me at bclark@wcbd.com or go to our website, counton2.com, if you'd like to nominate an everyday hero.